Hey, it's Dr. Dawn, and welcome to Mystical Monday. I am your host. We are going to be talking about a lot tonight. We're going to be talking about spirit guides and our intuition. How do they connect and relate to each other? Do you need one to be able to communicate with the spirit guides? Do you need your intuition? We're going to get all into that tonight. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I am an intuitive guide and spiritual messenger. And so, what that means is I'm the go between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. I'm the one in the middle relaying messages from spirit and the higher dimensions to the collective, which is all of you. So, if you're joining me here tonight, sit back, relax. Chit chat is what we love. Come on in that chat section and comment. And if you're coming back for the umpteenth time, make sure you let me know you're here by commenting and asking questions throughout tonight's episode. Okay. So before we get started, let's count it down and give everybody a chance to come into the room. See you in a second. Hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Dawn. Hi, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. It's Mystical Monday. Thank you for joining me tonight. Hey, I'm back, and it is Mystical Monday Live. To all of you who are coming in the chat, come on in. We welcome you all. I love doing these lives because I love the interaction with the chat. For those of you who are watching the replay, it's okay. You can interact with me down below in the comments section. It'll be delayed, but I will definitely respond to your questions and comments. So last week, you guys, we kind of talked about communicating or recognizing spirit guides. Everybody was into that. And so that got a lot of positive feedback when we were talking about how spirit guides communicate with all of us on a daily basis, regularly. But what we didn't talk about is how, in order for that communication to be meaningful for all of us, there's a certain amount of your intuition that has to come into play. Not a certain amount, all of it. Your intuition has to be tapped in and turned on. You got to be really into your intuition to be able to not just recognize the guidance, but to effectively utilize the guidance to assist you. So I figured tonight we got to tie the two together because you kind of can't have one without the other. You cannot communicate and interpret messages from your spirit guide without having your intuition play a part in this. And so I'm not just saying that because I teach an intuition class. Yes, I am. But I'm saying that because I teach an intuition class because it is paramount to the whole process of deciphering and interpreting messages from the spiritual realm. Hello to you too over in the chat. What I want you guys to understand is intuition sometimes gets confused with your logical mind. Okay. We sometimes will mistake our logic for our intuition. And so let's do this. I'm not going to teach my intuition class on here tonight, but what I am going to do is just give you guys kind of a sneak peek, preliminary, if you will, intuitive guidance session so that you can kind of see where you are in terms of your intuition. Are you tapped in? Is it turned on and activated? Are you using it? Are you trusting it? Like, exactly where are you? All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is what is intuition? A lot of us, like I said, sometimes mistake it for our logical mind. And it's not. It's something totally different. Like, your intuition is your ability to like understand something instinctively. You don't know how you understand it. There's no analytical thinking involved with it. It's a sensation that appears quickly without being aware of why. It just comes to you and you go, now, wait a minute. Now, sometimes now we are synonymously calling those downloads. Okay, you could say downloads, intuition, all in the same family, because in order to receive a download, which is information or divine guidance from the higher realms, your intuition has to be activated and aware for you to catch it, for you to even recognize it, right? So we'll use those synonymously. So intuition happens very quickly. Now, your logical mind versus your intuition. I can tell you this, a very simple way of distinguishing between your logical mind and your intuition is if you consider things from the past to help you gather information. That's a big indicator that it's your logical mind. Your logical mind is deliberate. Okay. Your intuitive mind is unconscious, spontaneous, without thinking. Now, let's get into that a little more. When you say, oh, I'm going to go sit in my quiet place and meditate for an hour, logical or intuitive? Which one you think? It's logical because you are deliberately setting the intention and formulating what you're getting ready to do and why, okay? And what you hope to accomplish while doing it. Okay, that's your logical mind in play. Now, once you get into your meditative state of being, you're sitting there, you're connecting, you're listening to your high frequency music, you're relaxed, and all of a sudden you start to see visual things. You start to see colors, or you start to see a house that you grew up in when you were 5, or you start to see or hear sounds, music, songs that are coming to the forefront and helping you to remember things. Logical or intuitive? Intuitive, that's your intuition. You see, you're not controlling what is coming up. It's unconsciously coming up for you to process. You can't deliberately make these things appear. All right. So your intuition focuses on things that are possible or may already be known, but you are not deliberately connecting with these things for an outcome. Let's make sure we're clear on this, because the thing about it is, when it comes to your intuition, a lot of people will use their logical mind, okay, and say, "Ooh, that was my spirit guides," or "Ooh, that was a download," or "Ooh, spirit told me," or "God told me this." And spirit and God ain't told you nothing. You told you. You told you this. And so I want to make sure that you guys feel comfortable with that distinction between your logical mind and your intuitive mind. So Hutch says, is intuitively being in the now flow state? I think, is that a question or a comment? Is intuition being in the now in a flow state? I think that's what he meant to say. So intuition is always in the present moment. Okay. In the flow state, yeah, you could say it's in the flow state because it is actually happening to assist and guide you forward in the moment, but it's subconscious. Okay, remember, it's not deliberate, so it's considered, you could say it's considered in the flow state. Absolutely, you could say that's synonymous. So all together now in the chat, is our logic and intuition the same thing? Yes or no? Everybody answer in the chat and in the comments if you're watching the replay. Are intuition and logic the same thing? Everybody answer, please. Let's get this part clear tonight. No, everybody says no. No, Gabriella says, hold on, Gabriella, let me bring you up. Gabriella says, yeah, I definitely wonder which is which, intuitive or my mind wanting to have my opinion in it. Good. When you want to have your opinion in it, then you deliberately step into the thought process and add your information. So if you deliberately step in, then you're getting into your logical mind. you're getting into your logical mind. If it was your intuitive mind adding information or stepping in, it would be information that was unknown to you, information you didn't think about, information that was not at the forefront of your thought process. It was unconscious and it is coming up spontaneously and quickly out of nowhere. Okay, good. Thank you. Everybody says no, they are not the same. Thank you. Now, can we recognize our intuitive mind versus our logical mind? That is the question. Most people fail to develop their intuition. You want to know why they fail to develop it? I get people in my sessions all the time. I beg them to get into their intuition and to learn how to tap into it. But a lot of people will not get motivated to do this because they say they don't believe they have intuition. They don't believe they're intuitive. They believe it's a gift. And they'll say they weren't gifted with it. Or they'll say, I can't do it because I doubt myself too much. I'm not sure if it's me or if I'm getting the information based on how I feel or because of fear. Or they'll say they associate intuitive guidance with negative guidance. Some people always think if it's something negative or not positive, it must be their intuition because they're so rooted in worrying, fear, stress, and chaos of their daily life. Or I'll get some people who say, I can't develop my intuition because they spend so much time in the past or their past experiences. They use their past experiences to shape and mold the guidance that they're getting today. So guess what? They're in a state of anxiety all the time. And if you have a lower vibrational emotion, such as anxiety, fear, stress, anger, hurt, pain, you're not going to hear the guidance. You're not going to get the signal. Your antenna that you have sending out the signal to the universe and to the higher realms that is trying to communicate with you is not going to interpret and receive the intuitive guidance because it's being blocked by the lower vibrational frequencies and emotions of anxiety, stress, fear, and so forth and so on. Okay. So remember, dark thoughts will always block your intuition. So let me tell you something. If somebody comes to me and the first thing they say is, I'm battling depression, you're not connected to your intuition. There's no way you can be battling depression and be getting intuitive guidance. Not going to work. Your frequency is going to repel the guidance. Do you see that? You can't say, "Oh, I'm so mad. I can't believe so and so did what this that da da da." Spirit or the Holy Spirit told me I should say blah. Ain't no Holy Spirit, no spirit, or no divine guidance told you nothing in that state of being when you were angry. It's no way. The frequency could not come through to guide you and provide you the intuitive guidance because of that low frequency that was projecting out from your signal. Okay. So I've seen so many people, y'all seen people hide behind how many, when you were growing up, if you grew up in religion, how many of y'all grew up with people saying the Holy Spirit told me this or the Holy Spirit told me that? You be looking like, ain't no Holy Spirit told you not to share what you had with that person because they wasn't going to do nothing right with it. I remember somebody told me that one time. Somebody said, I was going to share my winnings with my brothers and sisters, but the Holy Spirit told me not to because that brother over there ain't gonna do no good with it. He ain't gonna spin it right. So the Holy Spirit told me, don't give him, none, give it to the rest of them. Now that don't even sound energetically correct, does it? But people will say, and they will lead with spirit told me this, or blah, 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 blah. You'll know if spirit told them that based on the energy that is behind what they're saying. You see what I'm saying? I'm bringing this up, you guys, for multiple reasons tonight. Not just so you guys can connect with spirit guides. Well, that's the big thing, because once you're able to tap into your intuition and connect with your spirit guides, you can navigate just about anything on this planet, through anything on this planet. But a lot of us on our journeys, we seek guidance and assistance from spiritual teachers and mentors and people in the spiritual and religious professions and realm. If you're not tapped into your intuition, if you don't have an awareness as you're going through this journey, part of your journey will be experiencing falsities, deceit, and things of that nature to get you in awareness that you need to tap into your intuition. Do you see how this works? So a lot of times, and I want you guys to know, you're never going to feel 100% with your intuition. I teach intuitive guidance. I consider myself very well versed and connected to my intuition. But even I sometimes have to stop and I say, okay, wait, spirit, that is not, that signal isn't coming in clear to me. I'm going to have to sit back and wait on this so I can get confirmation, or I'm going to have to hold off on this next step until I definitively get the guidance and awareness that I seek to confirm and to assist me with my next steps. Okay. So sometimes you may be faced with situations where you don't have it intuitively locked in that moment. That's okay. You wait on it. You step back. You step back and you say, let me sit on this for a second and let me continue to get the guidance to flow in to give me the information that I need to make this this intuitive decision. Um, let's see. Doris says, does having difficulty tapping into my intuition make it difficult to receive readings from from spiritual coaches? No. So let me explain why that is. So she says, does her having difficulty tapping into her intuition make it difficult to receive readings from spiritual coaches? Okay. So let me clarify why I said no. So you guys can receive the information all day long. You can get it all day long. I can sit in my sessions and I can tell you from A to Z everything spirit is telling me to tell you as it relates to every aspect of your life that we're covering. You're going to receive the information. I think you worded that question wrong. I think you were going to say, does you not being tapped into your intuition play a part in you interpreting the information? I think that's what you mean. Interpreting and receiving and confirming the information. Absolutely, it does. Absolutely. You can receive it. You can be in a low state of frequency and get it, but you're not going to be able to determine if the information is accurate as it relates to you and your journey unless you're tapped in to your intuition. Because see, a lot of these people out here working in the spiritual community could tell you anything and y'all take it and run with it. You take it and run with it because you say, oh, this person has 3 million followers, so they must know what they're talking about. Oh, okay, I'm going to make sure I do their program or I book a session with them or I get their information. Y'all base it off of what you see in this physical reality and not what's tapping into you in your spiritual reality, in your inner self. And so that's what's tricky about this matrix. It has you looking and determining things based off of quantification. Quantification. Those numbers and not the feelings. The feelings are your superpower. The intuition is your guidance system. It is what was placed into you or not placed into you. I shouldn't say it like that. It's the part that was built into this avatar, okay, so that you could navigate down here. And it's the part of us that people use the least down here on this planet Earth. But now the tide is changing and it's becoming everything. It's becoming at the forefront. It has to come at the forefront because we're getting ready to move into the world of AI. You guys are getting ready to have artificial intelligence and you really gonna have to be tapped in to know, is this real or is it not? Is that for real? How am I going? You're gonna have to be tapped in. You're gonna have to be tapped in. If you ain't tapped in, you're gonna fall for any and everything that this planet is bringing your way. For sure. That is why my purpose has been resonated and amplified by my spirit guides. Dawn, it's time to hit it. It's time to get into it, and it's time to get into it hard as it relates to this intuition. No more, just mentioning it lightly. You got to mention it like hard and deliberately because now it's time for everyone to get activated and in that awareness because you got to use it. You got to use it now. Cindy says, I'm working on trusting the messages, that the messages are indeed coming from spirit guides. I am getting better at second guessing myself. Good, good. I love that. See, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. The more you lean into it and you say, I'm going to trust, the more you start to get comfortable with it. It's just that we can't trust. That's the hardest thing as human beings for us to do, is to trust, and then to trust a system or beings or an existence that we can't see and that we can't touch and that we can't actually hear. This is the part where your intuition gets activated and gets you to connect to those modalities with comfort and ease and confidence. Um, Barbara says, Thank thank you for referring to intuition with AI. Y'all better start spelling good tonight. Y'all making me. I'm trying to read y'all stuff. Y'all ain't spelling right. Spell right. Spelling first, right. You're welcome, Barbara. Intuition will be directly related to AI. That's why I'm amping it up now. Like, I've been teaching intuition classes for the past 4 years sporadically, here, there, like when the wind blows and I feel like it. No, 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 no. My spirit team says you will teach them in rotation. When one is done, you do another one, and you keep going and you keep going and you keep doing, because the more people that get tapped in and aware to their intuition, the more you guys, everything is frequency based. When your intuition is tapped in and turned on, it's like your antenna lights up. It lights up brighter, and you light this planet up brighter, because now the powers that be, energetic powers that be, can see your antenna, and they're going, oh, wait a minute. It's getting a whole lot of light down there on that planet. We're seeing a whole lot of antennas now. We didn't used to be able to see all these antennas. What's going on down there? What's happening? Okay. One that says, I was just speaking to this AI topic last night. That's it. That's it. AI is going to be helpful as long as you recognize AI versus non-AI, and you are not misled into doing anything just because it looks good or it sounds good or it's quicker or it's this. Understand, or understand, as everybody tells me to say now. Dawn, say understand. Understand that you still have to rely on your intuition, because you have something AI doesn't, and that is intuition. You have intuition. You have the emotional capacity to navigate on this planet. Oh, look, Lazarus, I just answered your question. You have the emotional capacity to navigate on this planet very differently than AI does, because you are an emotional being. And AI is not. It is not guided off of emotion. Lazarus says it's intuition connected with emotion. I just answered that. You were right on cue, Lazarus, right on cue. So understand, that's why your intuition is moving forward now as we are evolving and we're in this new frequency of being. So Hutch says AI can be used to augment our ability of advanced intelligence. Augment, just not replace. Absolutely. Okay, let's keep going. So, techniques to develop your intuition. In the past, I'm gonna tell y'all about what we've done in the past. We've done mindfulness meditation. Y'all still doing them? I hope so. You know what mindfulness meditation is? It's where you actually set the intention of what you are going to meditate about. Okay. You say, oh, I I feel heavy. I feel this heaviness, this energetic heaviness around me. I don't know what it's from. I want to meditate to remove this heavy energy that is making me feel dense and weighed down. Mindful meditation. I'm going to meditate with that in mind, of removing that. So mindfulness meditation means you set the intention for what you are trying to accomplish during the meditation. Okay, that's one way to develop your intuition. Another way to develop your intuition is to spend time outside. How often do we tell everybody, get out into nature? Get out into nature and connect with nature, baby. Because you go out in nature, you can hear guidance, you can hear divine guidance, you can hear from the higher realms, you can hear from the birds, you can hear from the trees. You can get all of it out there in nature. Okay. That's another way we knew to develop our intuition in the past. Actually, how I started developing my intuition by walking outside and I started connecting with things outside. Next, dream journals. Baby, you are not tapping into your intuition until you start writing down those dreams and looking at those patterns and understanding the messages that are coming subconsciously in your sleep. That is the huge way that your intuition can be developed is through dream journals. Your dreams are everything. They are the secret passageway to your soul. They are the subconscious awareness that assists you with knowing what's going on within you. Okay. So once you tap into or start that dream journal and you start looking at it, understanding it, interpreting it, at the same time, you're developing your intuition. You just are. Okay. How about vision boards? Remember, are vision boards still popular, you guys? I know they used to be. But I had a client last week show me her vision board and how the information in the session lined up with what was on her vision board. I thought that was pretty neat. But vision boards help you develop your intuition because when you get the urge to put something on your vision board, that is actually your intuition guiding you and projecting onto the vision board what it knows to be true on for your life based upon your soul's input. It's intuitively guiding you through the vision board. I don't know if people still do that, but they're a good way to develop your intuition. So I'm giving you some outside things that you can do. A lot of people are taking classes, reading books, doing all of that. That's great. But in support or to assist you with the classes and the books, you can do these kind of things too to help develop your intuition. Now, I offered a free intuition course last month, 2 months, 3 months ago. I had to go back 3 months ago. And I always like to do an exercise that was taught to me by my spirit team when I was going through my awakening and I was getting tapped into my oh, look at this. Hold on. She made me lose my thought with her comment. She says, OMG, Dr. Dawn, I was just working on my vision board as I listened to your IG live. Baby, look how synchronistic that was. That was confirmation for you that you are in the process of tapping into your intuition because spirit needed to get to you. The connection is bigger with that vision board than what you have thought. It also is being done to help enhance your intuition. So very good, very good. You are aligned. I love it. I love it. Um, okay. Going back to what I was saying. So when I first started getting into my intuition, becoming aware and kind of tapping into and learning different ways to like fine tune it, spirit had me go to the horse races with my mother. We went to the Kentucky Derby and we were choosing horses, and I don't know nothing about horses, y'all. And it was a 2 day thing. Well, actually, the Derby is the whole weekend, but we went 2 days. And so the first day, I kind of got the hang of it. I saw, how you bet and so forth and so on. And so I took the little sheet home with me of the horses, and I just went to sleep. I looked at the names and just went to sleep. Didn't think any more of it. Well, when I went to sleep, I had all of these different dreams and it was all these different visions and symbols. And when I woke up, I just wrote down everything I saw. I was like, oh, a yellow ball. Oh, I saw a house. It was like I was getting guidance into what the winning horse was going to be for one of the races the next day. So I wrote down everything. And when we got there, my mother said, well, you pick one. Here's $2. I said, well, I'll take $2 and bet on a horse. And I looked at the list of horses. And for the life of me, you guys, I can't remember the name now. But based on my dream I had, it lined up directly with one of the horses that I saw on the sheet. And I said, what's the chances? I'm going to pick this horse. And when I picked the horse, uh-oh. Let's see what happened. I got stuck. I'm stuck. My picture is stuck. My video is stuck. Let's see, you guys. Hold on. It is stuck. Okay, do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I had to come out and go back in. So sorry. I was just getting to the good part of the story, too. Whew. Okay. Thank you, Natasha. Natasha says, take this moment to like the live if you haven't yet. Thank you so much. Y'all like it, even with the technical difficulty, please. Okay, so continuing with the story, I was able to connect the horse that was on the list with symbols that I gotten in the dream the night before, and it actually came out and won. So I said, okay, Spirit, I got this lesson. I see how you're showing me how you communicate with me in my dreams. So I want to do a little exercise with you guys today. Let's go to the horse races, shall we? Shall we, everybody? Say yes. We're going to the horse races. I want to see how well you guys can choose the winning horse. Okay. So I want everybody to close your eyes. Let's close our eyes and you guys just listen to my instructions. Okay. You're not going to be able to go to sleep because we ain't going to sleep on this live, right? So we're going to do something else. We're going to lose ourselves for a second. Let's close our eyes and let's take 3 deep breaths. 3 deep breaths in and out. Now, after you guys take the deep breaths, I want you to sit for a second. We're going to sit in silence. And while we're sitting in silence, I want you to count in your head from 1 to 20. I'm not going to say anything. You just count in your head 1 to 20. After you count to 20, I want you guys just to remain with your eyes closed in stillness. Each of you has a team of spirit guides that are sitting by you, waiting to assist you. I want all of you to allow permission for your spirit guides to assist you right now. And you can do that just by saying, Spirit guides, guide me. I give you permission to guide me. Now, after you grant permission, tell them to guide you in any way that is for your highest good and the most easiest way for you to receive the information. They may allow you to hear a song. They may allow you to have visions. They may allow you to have feelings. They may allow you to hear sounds. Tell them to use any means necessary of giving and conveying information to you. Okay? Pay attention right now to how you're feeling. Now, I am telepathically going to share the name of the winning horse with your guides. I'm going to share it with your guides. Your spirit guides are now aware of the winning horse. Now, allow them, you guys have given them permission, allow them to give you clues as to the name of the winning horse. Pay attention to visions, symbols, sounds, feelings, anything that happens to you in the next 3 minutes. Pay attention to all of it. Okay, you guys keep paying attention to what's coming in. Okay, now everybody open your eyes. I meant to tell you to get paper and pen so you could write down everything you saw, felt, and all of that before you forget. But we're going to do it a different way since we're on live. You guys share in the comments things that you saw, things that you felt, things that just all of it, whatever information you can remember that you want to share. Everybody get in those comments and let's start hearing and seeing what guidance you guys got from your guides. Uh-oh, somebody said three blind mice. I love that. Three blind mice. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, okay. Sonic the Hedgehog. I saw whiskey. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. Let me get that off. I saw the number 8 and 9. Okay. Name with a W and a ball. A whatchamacallit candy bar. Oh, you guys, a banana. Okay. Red moving fast on the outside. Okay. Now remember, we're gonna put all. I'm gonna show you the name of the winning horse, and we're gonna see who was closest or how any of your information connected to the winner, the winning horse. Primrose Lane, L name Snickers, um, red moving fast on the outside, name with the W, black horse with mane blowing in the wind, banana, black thunder, amber rose, three blind mice, McDonald's red and yellow, number 6, 7, and 13, purple, black left. Okay, you guys are all over the place. You got a whole lot. A lot of colors came through for you guys. One was dark brown with cream and a black tail. Okay, now you guys are wide open now. Even though your eyes are open, you've gotten information to come in. Now I want you guys to ask your guides for the specific name of the horse. Let's see what you come up with. The specific name of the horse. Let's see what you guys hear. We're going to move you guys along based on your symbols, comments, things that you got. Let's move you along since you're open now to getting guidance. Who's got a name for the horse, the winning horse? Okay, Hutch says Sonic. Rosie. Somebody says Rosie, Supersonic. Somebody says Cream Shadow. Velvet. Okay. I love these names. Lionel. Any more? Ballhauser. Oh, that's different. Okay, I'll take it. Come on, y'all. Keep coming. Emerald Sun. Oh, that's beautiful. Black Thunder. Everybody got some colors in it. I like y'all black and rosy and okay, I love it. Miss Redaway. Hey, coal miner's daughter. Okay, all right. Any more? Dust liner, doodle. Okay, I'll take two more, then I'll tell you guys the answer. I know you're probably like, come on, girl, tell us what it is. I like how you guys are open. See, right now you're providing a lot of different variations, a lot of different responses. You're open now to receiving guidance. You are tapped into getting some spontaneous information and not so much in your logical mind. You were in your logical mind at first a little bit, even though you guys were giving me descriptives. I could tell logically you were relying on past experiences of horses that you've known in the past and things of that nature to pull out your answers. Okay, Doodle. All right. So let me tell you guys what the answer of this is. The name of the horse is Diamond Jubilee. Now, who was close? Who had anything close to Diamond Jubilee? Somebody said something about coal. We know maybe you can get close with coal turning into a diamond, being into a diamond, but it was Diamond Jubilee. Anybody get close to that? I'm looking back. I'm looking. No, 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 no. Um, okay. All right. So just so you guys don't feel bad because you didn't get it or get close. This is an example of how you use or step into your logical mind versus your intuitive mind. A lot of you were in your logical mind because you were trying to think of the answer and you wanted to get the answer right and you wanted to get close. So you were kind of tapped into, getting information that would help you with that. Now, had I just told you guys to do the exercise and let's just tap into whatever comes through. No horses were mentioned, no races, none of that. Just have you tap into all the information that just comes through, spontaneously comes through. It would have been different because see, then you wouldn't have known what this information was going towards, and you would have relied more on your intuitive thought and not your logical mind. You used your logical mind a lot for this because you knew it was in reference to a horse. Okay, so now I'm going to do a different exercise where I'm not going to tell you what the information, the answer is. So let's clear out our energy fields with the horse. We're going to clear it out. And now we're going to repeat those same steps we just did, but now you're just going to sit and just take in whatever information you get, and you're going to find out what it's for when you're done. All right. So let's close our eyes again. Let's take 3 deep breaths and let's sit for a second. 3 deep breaths in and out. Okay. Eyes closed. Count to 20 in your head. Let's distract your brain. Okay. After we count to 20, you guys sit and just allow all the information from your guides to pour in. No need to just um, ask permission again because you already have. We're going to allow them just to pour in all of the guidance. Let it pour all in. Anything that you get, you guys start tuning into it and you'll understand what it's for when you're done. So just listen and follow all of the guidance. You guys are getting it this time. I feel the energy. I feel it is different now. You guys are tapped. You're tapped in. Okay, let's share your responses. You guys share what you got. I had to make it shorter now so we can have time to discuss and move forward. So everybody share with me what you got this time. And Cindy just informed me in the chat, honey. She says there's a Diamond Jubilee whiskey. She just looked it up. Ha ha. And she must have said whiskey. Did you? I'm assuming you did. Let me look back. I'm almost assuming. Cindy must have said whiskey because she wanted to point that. Yeah, she said whiskey. So she wanted to show me, honey. She got it because there's a Diamond Jubilee whiskey. But guess what, y'all? Cindy took my class. Ah, Cindy, you didn't know that, honey, but you just look, you were a good advertisement for the class. Voila, bravo, my student, bravo. So thank you, Cindy, for putting me in the awareness that Diamond Jubilee is a whiskey. So she did get it right. Okay, girl. Okay, so you would have won that race had you gone to the races. Now we didn't set that up, y'all. I just want y'all to know I did not set that up. Cindy did not know what I was doing tonight. So, or this answer. So thank you, Cindy. I'm so happy for you. Look at that. Tapped in and turned on, honey. Yes. You're making me proud. Okay, let's see what we got now. Ialis is ocean rays and Moscato and the sun. Okay. Now we getting in it now. Okay. Natasha says red corded rope belt, a men's suit tie, field, giant tree, swamp, lake, river, and river. Come on now, y'all. Y'all in the ballpark this time. I love it. Come on, keep that energy flowing and getting tapped in. Y'all, I can see the connection now. You guys are connecting. Who else got something? If you watching the replay, y'all make sure y'all don't fast forward it. Don't you fast forward it. You stay with us. Even though it's taking us a little while to get through this, if you're watching the replay, you stay with us too now. Stay with us and don't go forward. We want you to have an idea of intuitively where you are right now, and your connection to spirit. Let's see. BD says Drink more teas with leaves, believe more than you can see. Okay, I like that. So you didn't get symbols and stuff. You got messages and words and phrases. Okay. Drink more tea with leaves and believe more than you can see. Okay. All right. I love it. Chosen 144 says, I heard music, Denise Williams song, Free. Ooh, I love that you said, ooh, y'all, you guys are tapping in. Wait till I tell you what we're doing, and you're gonna really get tapped in. Come on, y'all, give me two more so I can reveal something to you guys. I want to reveal it because I'm excited. Mm, two more comments, y'all. Come on, give me two more. Anybody else? Tell me about what you saw, felt, heard, experienced? Okay, let's see. Tanabi says snow. Okay, snow. We'll take it. All of y'all are outside on this one. Oceans and rays and snow and okay, we outside now. We outside. Looks like everybody seeing trees. Okay, thunder. Y'all into weather. All right. One more, and then I'm going to tell you what we were doing. Come on, come on. One more person. Rainbow bright, whispering angel. Okay, all right. So I connected with the spiritual realm and your spirit guides, and I said, you know what? Let's not give them like another horse name. Let's just give them a concept, a spiritual concept or something, that you guys can guide them to, like in reference to, give them clues to the concept. And so I wrote down butterfly magic. See, butterfly magic is a whole concept. You guys can Google it. It's the whole thing about butterflies and their meanings and the transformation that they mean and bring, and how each butterfly has a different symbol and what it means when it comes around you. And we call it butterfly magic. Now, let me tell you something about what you all came up with. First of all, Chosen 144 said, I heard music by Denise Williams, the song called Free. Well, Denise Williams also has a song called Black Butterfly. And so I said, oh, it said Denise Williams. I thought you guys would I thought you were going to say something with the butterfly, but you were close. Your energy said Denise Williams. So it connected you to the butterfly through the song. I'm going to keep going. The rest of you had outside stuff. There was somebody who said, you guys were real close. Um, not the trees, oceans, rays, Moscato, the sun. I was like, okay, they're outside, they're moving. You guys were getting there. Maybe if I gave you more time, some more of you might have seen butterflies, or you might have seen colors outside, or you might have gotten connected more with the butterfly concept and magic. You guys said rainbows and portals, and you were with the magic. You were getting to the magic, okay? And so you guys were in the ballpark. All right. So look, sometimes until you get like really comfortable and tapped in with getting guidance, this is how you learn it right here. You get things that are associated with it, connected to it. And you got to figure out, well, how's this connected to the answer? And what were you trying to show me that would trigger my awareness, that would give me insight into what the response is? This is how you learn. This is how you learn how to tap into your intuition. And so I just want to say, the person with the Denise Williams song, bravo, bravo. You were the absolute closest, because of her connection to a song called Butterfly, period. So your energy connected you and brought that to your awareness to try to get you to the butterfly. If we had kept going, like I said, you might have gotten to the butterfly. All right. All right. So you guys like that? That's a little practice. Now, I started you out very hard today. I started you out like, hey, sit there, connect, and get the answer. That ain't how we do it in the intuitive guidance class. We don't do that. We take it step by step by step to get you to this point right here where you can have insight or connect to something you're trying to get the answer to and get it by means of connecting directly to the spiritual realm. So let me tell you a little bit about how we do that. I got to talk a little bit about this class because I don't think people understand what it is and what it consists of. Okay. So, like in the intuition class, like we learn ways that your intuition communicates with you, AKA your clairs. You know, your intuition communicates with you through your vision, through your thoughts, through your hearing, through your taste, through your feelings, and through your overall awareness of the environment around you. So we identify what are your strong points. What is the way that you receive information the best? Is it through your thoughts? Is it through hearing? Is it through seeing in your mind's eye? Is it through feeling? We tap into that and we see what exactly is your mode of communication with the spiritual realm. What's your best mode right now of communication so that you can use that to tap into and get your messages when you need them. Okay, that's one thing we do in the class. Then we distinguish between false guidance and identify what energy is yours versus what is not. Okay, you learn how to clear what is not your energy so that you can get the information that is for you, that is meant for you and coming to you divinely. Okay. So we learn how to separate and differentiate your energy from false guidance. That's big, right? That's the one thing that holds us all back from being clear on what we're being asked or shown to do. Okay. Then the next thing we do is we apply your intuition. You know, once we get through all that I just mentioned, we apply your intuition to your daily life, daily situations. You meet somebody, you're trying to gauge, is this person, is this person being honest? Is this person someone I want to align with? It could be your coworker. You're like, what is it about this person that makes me feel off? Okay, let me tap into my intuition. So we learn ways to use your intuition in your everyday life so that you can move forward and not remain stuck in your decision making. Okay. So that's kind of how the class moves. Okay. It moves like that and it moves over a 3-month period. We meet one time a month, just one time for 2 hours each month. And like I said, it's 3 months straight. So it's 6 hours of instruction and you get homework after each time we meet. You have real life homework to do to support what you are learning in the class. Now, as Cindy will tell you, oh, you said great exercise. The more I practice, the better I get. Absolutely. Cindy, who I just got on the screen, Cindy Hayner, was in the class. And I think she can maybe put in the comment section and let you guys know the real life exercises that you have to do in between the classes. Those are the ones that really get you tapped into, familiar with, and practicing your intuition on a daily basis. Every time I saw them at the next session after a previous class, they were different. Everybody had moved into another place of awareness. That's why I spread it out a month apart, because you got to have time for spirit and your spirit team to work with you on these concepts outside of me. Okay. So I think she says, yes, definitely. Thank you, Cindy. Y'all don't believe me. Look, I'm put on screen. She said, yes, definitely. Thank you. I feel like this setup is perfect because this is not like a traditional class that you have when you're in elementary school, high school, college. That's not what this is. This is a spiritually guided and led class, which means you're working with the spiritual realm. So, how do you work with the spiritual realm? You got to get into it on a daily basis and you got to allow these things to happen, okay? Spontaneously, subconsciously in your daily life. And I loved meeting with them because I love to get the reports back from their homework of how things went, what happened, and what was the outcome of what they were asked to do. So, that is a snapshot of the class, you guys. If you sign up for the class before February 16th, I want you to use the promo code I'm ready. IMREADY, all caps. Use that promo code I'm ready when you're signing up for the intuitive guidance class to get a discount on the registration. And that's up until the 16th. The class starts on the 22nd, and the last day to register for the class is the 20th. Okay. So from the 16th to the 20th, I mean, you'll be able to register, but it won't be with the promo code. So try to do it before the promo code. Chosen 144. Absolutely. I can attest to the class as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you guys, this is real life. I want you guys to understand. I'm not trying to sell you something just to be selling and do. I'm being guided. I'm being spirit led. I'm being told it's time, Dawn. You gotta do this, and you gotta move forward, and you gotta consistently do it, because the planet is moving towards heightening and using their intuition. Who can say what's right? Says, what time of day will the class start? Oh, I forgot that. Thank you for reminding me. So we meet on designated Thursdays of each month. It meets Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's 2 hours. So it goes from 8 to 10 p.m. On designated Thursdays, with the first Thursday being February 22nd at 8 o'clock p.m. Okay, that's the first class. And then when you come that day, I'll tell you the next dates. And then if there's any conflict with anybody in the class, we'll work it out. But the dates are listed actually on the registration. When you go to the website to sign up, it tells you the dates. Okay, it's usually a month apart, 4 weeks apart. All right, I started it on February 22nd, that 222, because we're going to be in the moon cycle on that night. So it's going to be a good night to start the intuitive guidance class, because the intuition is going to be heightened on that night. So I do that intentionally, setting these things up. Okay. So yeah, I hope that helps. Thursdays, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 to 10 p.m. And my class sizes are small, so you guys don't have to worry about it being 50 people, 20, 30. I can't do to all them people. I need it to be small and intimate, because as people who've taken the class can tell you, I got to get to y'all individually in the class. We got to talk to each other, and we become very close-knit group, because it's very intimate. And so you're learning from each other, and I can directly assist you with spirit. A lot of times in the class, I'm listening to my spirit guides, and then they're guiding me to guide you. And so I can only do that if it's intimate. I can't do it if it's a whole lot of people. So the most I try to have in my classes are 8. I try to get up to 8. I've had 10. 10 is pushing it. That is really pushing it. 8 is usually the max that I'll do. Okay. So just so you know, you are really, this isn't one-on-one, but it kind of is. So, oh, and one more bonus. I forgot to tell you this part. So when you're enrolled in the class, day one, you're going to get a special promo code. There's going to be a code just for the students in the class. You guys can use the code throughout the 3 months you're in the class for spiritual coaching. Okay. It's very discounted, the spiritual coaching. Cindy can tell you. I'm not going to tell you what the price is, but it's so discounted till they all utilize that discount while they were in the class multiple times, some of them, because it's so cheap. I want it to be affordable for you guys, because as you're going through this, you say, hey, Dawn, wait a minute. I got a question. I need clarification. This happened to me when I was doing homework. This happened to me. What does this mean? Like, so I make it very affordable for you guys to come reach out to me and have a one-on-one. So you'll get a code on the first day of class that you can use however you want to use it during the 3 months for your spiritual coaching sessions, as often as you need, if you need to connect with me. So you got a lot of access to me during these 3 months for sure. That's another benefit. So it's a lot, but I'm very proud of this class. I've tweaked it, added some more stuff since the last class based on some of the responses I got from them. So this next group, y'all may be in for a little more. Sorry, first group, but look, the group after this one will be in for a little more, because I'm gonna keep tweaking and adding based on what and how spirit guides me. Okay, with you guys. All right, questions. Any more questions, y'all? We done covered some stuff tonight. This was fun. I like doing the hands-on stuff. And my spirit guide said, well, do it during your live. You don't have to do it separate like you did last time. Do it on your live. Brilliant. Thank you, Alexander. Baby, Alexander is my personal assistant, not working good. My spirit guide, Alexander, is on the case. Cindy says, absolutely help me in this journey, meaning much gratitude. Thank you, Cindy. Much gratitude to you too. You taught me a lot. You guys all taught me something in that class. You guys were great. Okay, any more questions? If not, you guys, for the people watching the replay, I'm going to put my Website in the comments. I'm going to put the promo code. I'm ready just in case you forgot or forget. And I'm going to put the dates that you guys have to respond by in order to register. Okay. Also available for spiritual coaching. If anybody needs spiritual coaching sessions one on one, make sure you get over to my website and we can do that. But I want you guys to know this was a little taste so you can see where your intuition is and how much of your logical mind are you using versus your intuitive mind. Okay. Barbara says, I had a reading with you and you gave me the name Mary. I found out it is my grandmother. Absolutely. Wonderful. Wonderful. So glad to hear that, Barbara. So glad. That happens a lot in sessions. I'll say a name. People go, I don't know anybody by that name. And I'll say, well, just write it down and keep it because it may come to your awareness soon. Ta-da, Barbara. Just like I said. Those spirit guys know what they're talking about, honey. Okay. Thank you guys. This has been so much fun. People in the chat, thank you guys. If you had fun with this, if this information resonates with you, please click the like button, you guys, and follow and subscribe. Subscribe if you have not already. We're almost at 1,000. We've been almost at 1,000. We're gonna hit 1,000 real soon. Just click, you guys. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. It's free. Natasha says this definitely was fun. Korean says, I took the intuition class in October and it helped me connect to my intuition way more. Oh, Korean, and you took it last time. That was a whole nother class, girl. This one is totally different. But if you tapped in and you got benefits from that one, wonderful, wonderful. I keep tweaking it, girl. I keep tweaking it. But glad it worked for you. Glad it worked for you. Okay. All right, you guys, until next time, I will see you next Monday. For those of you joining me on Instagram for the live readings, make sure you get on over there right before this we're going to do it a little earlier, like 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Instagram at Discovering Your Inner Light. And then I'll see you guys back over here at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube for Mystical Monday Live. All right, see you guys next time, and everybody have a good night. Bye-bye.